Remember? And everybody was laughing at me because they were like, oh, Jordan, you gave up on life. And I was like, oh, all y'all shut up. I'm pregnant.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, episode 38. We're just going to get right into it while Jeff keeps checking. I said, why Jeff? While Jeff keeps checking.
Oh, sorry. I thought there were stains on there, but it was the shadow from the microphone. You see that?
Oh, I was like looking at you in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what is he doing?
Oh, I was like, dude, what is on my shirt? I didn't even realize there was a shadow.
Okay, so we have updates from our last podcast episode. And
smooth right off the top.
I know. I've been taking those weight loss shots and I feel like I'm like losing my brain.
You know, okay, we're already off topic, but we're going to get back to the news. But when I started the keto diet, I talked about that, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's called like keto brain. So I wonder if it's something, I don't know if that's the name, but it's something like I was like, man, I feel like I'm just a hamster in I was so dumb.
I'm already that way, but I feel it. I'm times 2 lately.
I wonder if it has it's the same thing. Your body's adjusting somehow. I don't know. We don't know what we're talking about.
Upped my protein. You know, when people do these weight loss shots, and so many of you have wrote me and are like, I'm on the shots. I'm on Mounjaro or Trizepatide or semaglutide. And all of you have sent like the nicest messages saying you've had so much success with it. I'm not starving myself. I'm like getting my steps in and upping my protein and eating meals. And
your big gulps are.
I got my big gulp cup.
But it's a little gulp.
I did. I downsized, y'all.
Good for you.
I put water in here because I've been drinking so much water that I get tired of it, and I allow myself one thing a week that I like, and I love Cokes or Mountain Dews. And so I had I didn't even finish all of it because I was like, ugh, I just don't want it. But I let myself have like a little treat of it.
You got to. That's good.
But so far so good with the shots. I have not vomited like people said. This morning I did feel a little nauseous. Normally Wednesday nights I'll take my shot. It's either the next day or like last night. I get so tired. I feel like a pregnancy tired. And I didn't even want to finish watching our show last night. I just wanted to go to sleep. That's the only thing. Other than that, I think I'm fine because like I said, I'm staying hydrated. I'm eating on it because when I get off these shots, I want the weight to stay off. When I did semaglutide, I got off I took a semaglutide 4 months last year. Right when I got off semaglutide, I gained it back so fast. It was so, and I felt like my stomach was fatter after I took the shots, to be honest with you. So, and I had a lot of side effects with semaglutide. So hopefully no side effects with this. Going to transition to all the news updates, things that we talked about last week. So I feel so bad. There's not great news either. Kate Middleton, we were talking about her and we were saying how, you were saying on their show how people thought it was the prince cheating. And now I feel bad. She came out that she has cancer, but we don't know what cancer, right?
Yes. Dude, that was a lot.
Well, I'm feeling it all in.
You just shot out of a cannon.
What do you want me to do?
Take it easy. Let's ease into some of these things. We got 40 minutes to kill here.
Okay, well.
All right, so Kate Middleton, the news just came out today. Today's Friday. You guys are listening on Wednesday. We kind of always update you on when we're filming this. But news just dropped today on Friday that Kate Middleton has cancer. And we don't know what kind of cancer, but that was the reason behind her mysterious videos at that market.
I know,
and
but that makes me
all
feel
the
so bad.
Speculation of whatever was cheating, rumors, and all that.
Oh, I hope.
But there was speculation that she was sick too. Not saying I was for one or the other.
Listen, she's the princess, right?
Yes.
So she has the best of the best doctors out there. So
right.
I hope.
And I think, again, this just dropped today, so we don't have all the information, but I think it's preventative chemotherapy is what she's doing.
Okay.
And then we had the doctor on our show today, Dr. Coley, and she was, again, this dropped while we were doing our show live. So it just kind of popped on. So we didn't have all the details, neither did Dr. Coley, but she liked the fact that it was preventative cancer, preventative chemotherapy, And she said with all chemotherapies, you don't necessarily lose your hair. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I believe I caught that when she was talking.
My dad
I think people do feel bad because there was so much speculation and everyone's like, oh, she's cheating or this or that wasn't her at the market. She's taking Ozempic, whatever it was.
Well, it just shows like how the internet with conspiracy theories and how it goes kind of crazy.
I love conspiracy theories. I was going to pretend like I didn't, but
no, I love them too.
I do. And I think everyone does. And they could go when, like this one, you go down the rabbit hole and then all of a sudden, the more you don't hear, like in this case, you don't hear from Kate Middleton, the bigger the conspiracies get.
Yeah.
I
know. I feel so bad, but praying for her and her family, and hopefully she recovers and all good with her. And
even Harry and Meghan wished her well, I saw.
Well, good. They should.
I know, but it's kind of like they butt heads, There's a lot. There's a bunch of royal stuff going on. I don't get into
You know
what
I
hate when people try to like school me on the royals because they watch The Crown. I'm like, all right, take it easy,
I don't
nerd.
know anything about that.
But that's when people are like, you ever see the movie Double Jeopardy?
Yeah.
And then people like think they're a lawyer and they're like, he can't be tried twice. It's called Double Jeopardy. I'm like, I know, dork. I saw the movie too.
Right.
Don't pretend you're a lawyer. Don't pretend you're a royal connoisseur because you watched The Crown.
Well, I'm trying to find this on our next because I didn't want to.
You're not even listening to what I'm saying. You're just thinking about what you're going to say next.
No.
That was funny stuff.
I'm no, because I've heard it before because you used that against me one time because I said something and you were like, "Did you watch the movie Double Jeopardy?" And I go, "I did actually."
I actually use that joke quite often.
Use it quite often.
Use an old material.
So it's new for you
You
guys.
busted me. All right.
I've heard it a couple of times.
Now you know what it's like living with me. Sometimes I don't think she hears my joke, so I repeat it. She's like, "Yeah, I got it."
I've been with them so long, I just kind of tune them out. You keep talking.
All right.
Okay.
Get into your next subject.
On to this one. Now, this one is sad. It's what we talked about, and I wanted to make sure I didn't get the name wrong. That's why. Riley Strain and
the kid that went missing in Nashville.
Mm-hmm. And
he went to Missouri, right? Missouri University.
Yes, missing University of Missouri student, and they found him in the river.
Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks now, and they found him again today. They found him.
And that I was hoping, I kept reading up on it. My friend would send me stuff that she got. I was hoping, like, oh, maybe he'd just wander, went somewhere. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be that. And I feel so sad for his mom and parent, like his whole family. Like, it's just so sad. So I was hoping for something good, but there were a lot of conspiracy theories on that.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I mean. You don't hear from something, the conspiracies grow after 2 weeks. I was watching 48 Hours. You know how they do that live update with that guy from the studio or something? And they did his story. So like if you see him, call this number. But there were, I feel bad for, there were so many times, again, you can't just stop someone on the street and think that they're going to fall in the water or whatever happened. That they're not thinking foul play happened. But like the bouncer threw him out. What if the bouncer didn't throw him out, right? What if one of his friends with him, the cop stopped him? I didn't stop him. He's like, "You okay?" Or "What's up, man? What's going on?" And he answered. And he's like, "I'm fine." And he kept walking. Did you see that video with the police, with the body cam?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there's a body cam of him talking. And the officer goes, I forgot what he said, but he's like, "Are you all right, man? Or what's going on, man?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he just kept walking. And he just see like a glimpse of him. And that was him. And that was like the last time anyone saw him on record.
I wish so.
But it's like, if one person, but what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? But
I'm
it's
sure
just
they see
looking back, that's what the
in
mother's going to
Nashville.
think, or any of his family. I don't know.
Yeah.
You were on that case. I didn't even hear anything about it.
Yeah. Well, because I'm a mom and I saw a video of his mom crying and then I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I clicked on it and then it was all on it was all over Instagram.
Yeah.
And so that's
you don't think anything, they don't think anything happened as of right now. Do you think anything happened?
No, I did see one conspiracy theory and then I was like, well, that could be it. I'm not saying I believed it or anything. This is just what I was reading, what other people were writing. Someone said that they thought like his fraternity brothers were with him after he went missing, after he talked to the cop. They think that his fraternity brothers caught up with him. And then they were saying that he had alcohol poisoning and that he died. And then they were thinking that the Turney brothers like threw his body in the water
They were going to get in trouble.
because they were going to get in trouble.
I don't believe that.
That was just things I saw. And people were commenting and being like, oh, I could see that, because they were like, oh, the debit card was found down by there. And
I think he just dropped it, because there's another shot of him walking, like a security camera just picked him up by himself, and then the cop talks to him and he's by himself. So that's a long shot.
Glad the mom has closure.
Yeah, well,
that they can do
sucks,
a proper
man. Like one stupid night out. You know how many stupid nights out, like me and my friend. Yeah,
I would even repeat some of the stuff I did when I was younger, because people would be like, "What?"
Oh no, we can't.
Just don't, because you're young. You're having
there was
fun
no
with
phones, no evidence.
I know. That was a good thing, and that people, you don't think it's going to happen to you. You're like, you're young. I didn't think anything would happen
you're
to me. No, you're 20.
I'm going to live forever.
Yeah.
And that's now being a father and all the dumb shit that I did. It's like,
I didn't start having anxiety really till, I mean, COVID really set it off, but I'm saying I didn't really start having worrying, anxious, things like that until kids, because I'm always thinking about them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
once you have kids, you kind of stop living for yourself in a way, in some sort of way. And now your job is to take care of them.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's switch to something happier, because that's sad. That makes me like super sad, and it's Friday.
All right, you want to take a little break and then we'll come back and
I just want to throw this in here.
Oh, sorry.
I saw that Beetlejuice is coming out in September, and it's so perfect. It comes out on Leighton's birthday, and Leighton loves like scary things like that, and he
September
loved
6th.
Wednesday. And I am so excited, because when I was a kid, I loved Beetlejuice. I used to watch it with my dad, and so I want to take Leighton. You might not want to go on his birthday, but I'm definitely taking Leighton. I
love Beetlejuice. Like when you saw Michael Keaton pop out as Beetlejuice, it's kind of like nostalgic,
And I'm going to say her name wrong. Say her name.
Wednesday?
No, not Wednesday.
Winona Ryder.
Yes. It's cool to see now she's going to be the mom. And then the lady who was on Home Alone is the grandma now. I think that's probably how it's going to be.
Yeah,
and then
Catherine O'Hara.
But that girl is that role now. She has the dark roles.
I think the producer, did Tim Burton do
I think so, yes.
Wednesday? Yeah, so that's the connection there. And he's doing, obviously.
And he did A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
And Leighton loves Nightmare Before Christmas. He loves Wednesday. He loves like the dark stuff. I was going to actually text Jeff's coworker, Sam, because I always tell her, I'm like, you guys are the real life Addams family.
They're goth.
Yeah, they love
People don't think Sam is like that. If you watch Daily Blast Life, she's like the head anchor, the blonde girl. And she really is like in a real life, like goth.
Yeah.
Goth or goth?
Goth.
I don't think so. I think it's goth.
Oh, well, I say goth.
She's Jared Goth.
Okay, but
Goth.
we'll take a break and then we'll come back. But I just had to throw that in there.
Okay.
So you guys all know I'm on a health journey. I'm on a health kick. And Jeff is the one that introduced me to AG1. Jeff had been using it for what? Months, or a year.
Yeah, AG product's a product that I used before we even started having them as a sponsor.
And they were on our goal list of somebody we wanted to work with.
Absolutely.
And I am a huge fan of AG1 now. I drink it every morning on my way to school to drop the kids off at school. And I have it on an empty stomach. And that is a selling point for me, is that it doesn't make me nauseous or sick to my stomach.
Yeah, for me, speaking of vitamins, I used to take at least 14 to 15 vitamins, if not more, every single day to try to keep up with my activities. I'm very active. I work out and I'm always outside. And I thought those vitamins helped me. With AG1, I'm down to like a handful a day. That's it.
Yeah, that's
with my
good.
AG1. It's great. And that's one of the things I love about AG1.
Okay, the packaging is so nice. You feel like you got $1 million bottle, and the spoon, the scooping spoon that you get is awesome.
And the shakers.
Oh, yeah.
They're just out on our counter. So when people come over to our house, everyone comments like, oh, you have AG1? I'm like, yeah, you could get some too. Just use our code.
If you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1.
Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs. I love it. With your first purchase exclusively at drinkag1.com/togetherness. That's MESS. That's drinkag1.com/togetherness. MESS. You got to check it out.
So I posted this on my Instagram the other day.
Just right to business.
Oh my God. Welcome back. So I posted this on my Instagram the other day. I did a poll about spring break because the kids are on spring break right now. And I was talking to my neighbors about this. And it was, do you feel pressured to take your kids on vacation for spring break, like Disney World or a beach trip or up in the mountains somewhere because we're in Colorado, because all the kids at school are talking, hey, I'm going here for spring break, I'm going here. And then your kid's like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Do you feel pressured to take your kids somewhere?
When you put it like that, yeah.
I don't. I prefer summertime vacations. I don't care about spring break because for me, it would be going to back to North or South Carolina, and the beaches now are still kind of cool. You can have hot days, but the water is way too cold to get in.
Oh, yeah.
And like California, I hate going to California anyways, like the beaches, even though we live there. I don't like...
you don't get in the water anyway.
I would only get in the water if I was drunk. But if in East Coast beaches are warm.
A good combination.
Well, East Coast beaches are warm. So
yeah, they definitely are.
I love getting salty in the salt water on me and not showering and just being dirty all day. It's like my favorite. And me and my best friend, she's from Florida, that we're the same person. We would fill up water of just salt water and then we'd take it back to our hotel and put her hair and dump it on her hair. She's a hairstylist.
Really? It's good for your skin. Right?
It is.
Like, I love getting in there. Yeah, definitely.
It's all good for you. But I was talking about that with my neighbors and I was like, well, we're all here. Nobody must really care. But I could see where some people that might bother you. Like, oh man, we didn't take our kids somewhere.
The only reason I feel bad right now is because you're like, what if all of his kids are like, oh yeah, I was in Disneyland. What'd you do, Lawson?
Well, his friends right now are there.
Yeah, I have no desire for Disneyland. I get it, man. I get, parents want to take their kids there and stuff. I have no desire. It sounds like a nightmare. I'd rather try to climb Mount Everest than go to Disneyland.
With your kids?
No, I was just making an extreme example.
You're too impatient for anything with the
and I hate everybody.
But can you pay extra and skip the line?
That doesn't even make me feel, but now I got to pay more money? I'm already going to be pissed off counting every single dime that I spend.
Well, get ready because it's like $6,000, $10,000.
I know. Ugh, that makes me. I don't know. People love it, but I don't know. I think we've talked about this, but I rather like go to California, try out Universal Studios with them and stuff. Well, it's a little selfish because I like that stuff more. But I don't know. They've never showed any desire themselves to say, let's go to Disneyland.
Leighton has. But I think now they're kind of getting over all that stuff. I feel like I hope so. Like I feel like it's more the girls like doing that because they get the princesses and things like that. Like Lawson's just like whatever. I think he'll like Universal because I think they have Harry Potter. I don't know if they still definitely have it out there. So we've always planned to do that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still hate the crowds, but I mean, you just have to like.
No, I know I'm being a grouch, but yeah, I mean, if they really wanted to go, I would go. I just don't. It's not like something I'm like, oh man, one day. I'd much rather be like, oh, let's go to the beach,
Yeah, the beach is my thing, but it's probably because we're selfish and we like that.
Definitely,
it's true.
I know
because we're like, oh,
what are they gonna do for? How many times could you mini golf?
I hate mini golf,
but that's all there is to do in those beach towns. It's mini golf.
Well, I don't do it.
Well,
I never go. I hate that. If somebody's like, oh, let's go do mini golf, I'm like, no. I liked it when I was a kid, but I hate doing that.
What was it too strenuous for you? Were you just knocking a ball?
I just don't like it. Like at Great Wolf Lodge, Leighton, it was so embarrassing. Leighton doesn't understand the wait your turn. And families are taking their time and they're in front of us and they're hitting the ball. And Leighton is just running up behind them. I'm like, stay here, quit moving, because it's pressuring them to hurry up because our kids are just hitting the ball.
It's Grey Wolf Lodge. Everyone's animals. All
Yeah,
the kids
but
are
it
all
is
over the place.
it's like that. But I just don't like that. I normally
I do like it.
like taking.
On a nice summer night, you get a little mini golf going.
That's like something you and your family like to do.
I like it. What do you like to do?
I don't know. It's just not my thing.
Save the ocean water and drink it later?
No, I don't know. Myrtle Beach. There's always things to do.
You don't even like board game. Like we
I don't
play
like board
like game nights and stuff. Jordan hates it. I love game
It's what
nights.
your family. My parents hated games, and so we never played games when I was younger. Now, when I was younger with friends, I like playing them, but like, no.
I love it. Like now, like with our neighbors, or we went up to the mountains. We played like games.
That was fun.
And we went next door last week and played games. That was so fun.
No, that was fun. It was called. You guys gotta try it. What was it called? Incoherent.
Oh, that's good
Incoherent.
job.
That is the name of the game, and it's so fun when you're with a group of friends and you have to try to figure out what the word is. It's so.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I wish we had like a sample card.
I know.
I have it on my phone. But basically, when you see the saying, I think I have one on my phone. Hold on.
I think it's like Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
I have
like
one.
that. Yeah.
So it would be Amazon Prime, but the way it's sounded out is different, and you have to try to figure out what the word is. And when you get a group of friends, like I was sober.
And when you're the person holding the card, it's the best because everyone's basically saying the word. You're like, just say it. But it's so similar to them mouthing it. They're not saying the correct word,
Yeah.
It's so funny. And I don't know. I like game night. and finding
Especially
new
when
games.
everyone is when everyone's like tipsy. It's fun for me because I'm sober right now and everybody has a few drinks and they just make me laugh.
Yeah, I love a good game night.
Yeah, we just went to our neighbor's house and had game night. I'm like, I wish we did. That's fun. Like Christmas time, your family plays games I don't like, I think.
You're just a grouch during Christmas.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You just go upstairs. You don't talk like a psychopath.
Upstairs, your parents don't even have an upstairs.
Well, you hide.
No, listen, I hang out and then your family stays for like 10 hours. And after 10 hours, I'm tired and I don't feel like talking. And I go off where the boys are and they're watching something. And I need my quiet time. It's like when my dad comes here and visits, we get each other. My dad's like, listen, I'm going downstairs to the basement. I'm like, bye. And I need my space,
Your top 8?
Yeah, I need my space.
You didn't get that joke either.
No, I didn't.
Remember your top 8 in MySpace?
I never had MySpace.
Oh, you never had MySpace?
No.
Wow.
Other people did. I never had social media.
MySpace was the best. That was with Tom, right? Tom, everyone's friend was Tom in MySpace. Wonder what happened to that guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking. Oh
I never had MySpace.
And you got to play your own music, like when people came to your page.
I had friends that had it, but
that was actually kind of cool.
Page.
Oh man,
That was before Facebook. I didn't get social media till after Big Brother. A friend. I
had Facebook. I didn't have anything else.
I didn't have Facebook either. And my friend of mine goes, you need to do Facebook. And I go, I do. And she made my page for me. And I don't even I canceled that too. I don't even use it.
I haven't been on Facebook in years.
Yeah, it's too negative.
Yeah, I know.
People get on there from your hometown and they get to fighting about like just everything. Everybody disagrees. And then I had one for my neighborhood because my neighbor goes, you got to get on. She goes, it is so good. All the drama in the neighborhood.
No.
Facebook, like the neighborhood
Yeah,
stuff. And you can find out what's going on. So I joined our neighborhood Facebook and it got way too negative, too gossipy. And I was like, I'm out. I love a good gossip. I love good stories. I'm normally right there in it. I love like hearing what's going on, but it's a little too much. And then you find out that you hear a story and you think it's real. And then you find out it's like telephone. It's been twisted a lot. And then when you find out from someone who was actually there and you're asking them about it and they're like, that is not at all what happened or what went on. And you're like, okay, I'm done.
Wait, like 2 weeks ago, I won't drop names, but one of my buddies texted me and he's like, hey, did you hear this guy died? And I was like, oh, no way, dude. This other guy we grew up with. Then I text my other buddy who's listening right now and he knows I'm talking about him. And I'm like, hey, did you hear that guy died? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. That's what he told me. I don't know why I'm not using their names. Because it involved someone dying and he didn't die. But they wrote me back and he's like, he's not dead, dude. I just text somebody. And so I text back the other person. I'm like, you better check your facts, dude. I think he's still alive. It was totally wrong. He sent me that the kid was dead. It was a rumor.
Yeah.
It was just a rumor. And I'm in Colorado and I'm the one who's like texting people. I'm like, I don't think that's true. And it wasn't true. He's alive.
Well, that's why I've learned just stay away. So I
can't even imagine being on actual Facebook and hearing all the neighborhood drama. I got friends at home that remind me of neighborhood drama.
I got off of it because I was like, this is too negative. And then there was something like a sign up thing for your kids. And I couldn't sign up because I couldn't get back on because I couldn't remember my password and I can't recover it or whatever. And I was like, I don't even care about this. I'm just going to stick to Instagram. It's too many.
Yeah, I'd rather get negative comments from people I don't know.
Yeah. Than people that know you.
Yeah, that I knew from way back when. All right, let's take a quick little break and we'll come back and finish up.
Okay. I'm better at it. Welcome back.
Good job. That was a good one.
Okay, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, because we always kind of drop like
shows
that we watch, you know, and people like, I like when people give good shows to watch. And one on Netflix, it might not be for everybody, but if you like the producer or director, is it director? I don't know. He writes it too. Guy Ritchie, his films like Snatch and things like that. And he's got a movie called The Gentleman. And now he's got a television show called The Gentleman. So don't get it confused. But I love all of his movies. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Like there's so many of them. But he's got a show on Netflix called The Gentleman. It's an 8-part series. And I loved it. I thought
it was good. I don't think it's for everyone.
I don't think it's for everyone, yes. But I think if you're a fan of Guy Ritchie or that genre, everything he does, Guy Ritchie, involves like English gangsters. There's pikeys in there. There's some sort of boxing, gypsies. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody here. They're in Guy Ritchie movies. There's also...
offend somebody?
I don't think you could say gypsies anymore.
Oh, you can't?
I didn't think they took that up.
There's like songs that have gypsies in it. Fleetwood Mac.
She got canceled.
Stevie Nicks.
Canceled for that, her song Gypsy.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of trouble. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. But yeah, I don't think you could say that. Anyways, there's always boxing in there. They're very similar and it always has a twist at the end. So there's a twist here. But you know what I love too? I just love I love the English gangster part of it, you know, but I love like their outfits and like the English countryside. Like visually, it's cool, and then the way they talk and like the jokes and stuff. I'm a big fan. I don't know if this one's for everybody.
The main character,
Theo James.
I like him a lot. He's a good actor, and he came from White Lotus, and he did such.
Well, he was in The Time Traveler before that.
Watched that.
We watched The Time Traveler, right?
But in White Lotus, he played such a good jerk.
Yeah.
And then on here, you like him. He's like. I don't know. You got to watch.
He's the main actor. The brother is like my favorite character.
The brother's my favorite character. He's the mess up.
Right.
And always screwing everything up for the younger brother who's trying to fix everything. And then he's just always like doing coke and drunk and like.
He's out of control, but he's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's really funny. And then the other guy, again, I'm not giving away anything, but the guy who takes care of the marijuana. That guy's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love him.
He's really funny.
He reminds me like Colorado.
But again, there's some old, if you are a fan of his movies, there's some old people in there that you'll recognize from some of his movies, but they're always kind of the same, you know? But what I was going to get on is that guy, Theo James, because they're trying to find a new James Bond. And we were talking about, like, he'd be a perfect James Bond because he's a good looking dude.
He's very good looking.
So I wanted to get into a little bit, like, who your favorite leading men are. Like, who's your good looking, like top 5? Let's go with guys. Because he's a good looking dude. I'm not scared to admit who's a good looking guy.
Oh, a leading man. Oh man.
Who's your number 1?
Oh, what's his name?
Tom Hardy?
Yes. Because he would be good.
Well, he's an English guy.
And he's so good at playing.
He's been in a couple of Guy Ritchie films, I think.
Has he?
Yeah.
He plays like weird characters. And I love that you never.
I think he is. I might be thinking
about this already, but you never see him. You just don't see him in the news. He just does his movies and he's gone. He's like doing his own thing.
Who else
like
do
that.
Do you think Theo James is attractive?
Oh yeah, I think he's very attractive. I liked him in White Lotus. And you know who else I think is cute? They're all British.
It's the accent, man.
No, I don't think it's just I think they're just attractive.
Yeah, but it makes them more attractive. If you have an accent like Ana de Armas, whatever, her accent is like makes her better.
Do you think if she didn't have an accent, you wouldn't find her as hot? I think she'd be just as hot.
If she's like, Jeff, I got a cup of salt water and I dumped it in my hair, I'd be like, oh boy.
What? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Who else? I don't know his name. He was in White Lotus. He was in One Day. I just talked about him. I think he's attractive. You know who I think is like
who are you talking
the
about?
most beautiful man probably on this planet?
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin is up there. And
Ricky
this
Martin's
guy,
if I was going in, Ricky Martin would be
if you're
my
going
transition.
I got a Chris, I think it's Appleton. He's what's her name's hair person. He's a gay guy. He's the most beautiful man I've ever seen.
Who?
I'll show you his pictures. He
does hair?
Yes, he's beautiful. He's perfect.
Wow, he is a good looking guy.
Like y'all can't see. Well, he's a hairstylist.
Wow, he's got great hair.
I know, and his jaw and everything is like chiseled.
Wow, he looks like is that natural? You think he looks like that? He's like perfect.
I know he's perfect.
Yeah, and his hair. How does he do that?
And
That's great.
he's a beautiful man. Google him if y'all don't know.
How did you find that guy?
He does all like the celebrities and hair videos, and he's just a beautiful man.
Well, he is a beautiful man. I'll
And
give you
then,
that.
speaking of hot, okay, while we're talking about this,
Yeah, I wanted to go.
Kristin Cavallari's dating a younger guy. They're in the Montana Boys, right? I think her guy is so hot, and like I show my mom friends around here, and it's just funny. We just always
He's
laugh.
22.
Oh, I think he's so cute, though. I'm not looking at him like, oh, I want to do. I
Okay,
think he's
you just said so hot.
he is
With a
He's
little
so
drool
hot.
coming down, and now you're like, oh no, he's cute.
No, he's so like okay. So
Kristin Cavallari's your age.
yeah, I know.
All right, so don't make
Listen,
it seem
she's
like.
just having fun. Let her have fun.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's having a good time. And so my friend.
What I'm saying. All right, keep going.
My friend back in North Carolina, she listens to this podcast. She has 4 kids. She is the one that sent it to me. And her and I, we always send each other like when the Montana Boys do a music video. And she's like, oh my gosh. And I told her, I'm like, why didn't they look like that one in Charlotte when we were 23 years old? It's just funny. We're just cracking up.
All right,
Stuff like that.
what if-
the boys look young. They look
Yeah,
so
they're a little
they're
young.
they're in college, right? With like your niece.
I think he might be graduated now, right? I don't know. He's right around that age. But what I'm saying, if me and my friends were passing around hot 22-year-old chicks with the Montana Boys are ripped with their shirts off.
They are.
But like just tight bodies and little skimpy bikinis. And we're like, oh my God, they're so cute. Look at Paul.
I'm sure you did.
No.
Well,
We'd be creeps. We'd be creeps.
why?
What do you mean, why? If you caught me looking and I see you looking at what I'm looking at.
Everyone
You're always looking over
notices-
my shoulder.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, you are. I see.
Get over yourself right now. No, I do not.
You're always walking in, like creeping what I'm looking at. I need to get one of those phones with the shade on it.
And you're like not listening or pay attention. I'm looking at you like, what are you doing?
I'm looking at
Look at me
update
and
like
pay-
Amazon products. Okay.
Cool. Good for you.
And you're
Don't
looking at
make it look
Montana
like
boys with their shirts off, with their sweaty abs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's creepy.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay. Every person you look at somebody attractive when you, just like I said, that Chris Appleton guy, he's beautiful. You notice pretty people when you're in a restaurant and you're looking and you see a hot dad or a hot mom, you're like, that's an attractive person. You're going to notice that person.
But see, I go both of them. I'm like, that's a good looking guy. That's a good looking girl too. But then I get in trouble for the girl.
Yeah, right. I don't say anything. I'm like the most chillest person ever. Yeah.
Except when you get in the mood.
When I get pissed, and it's not about a girl or anything like that, I get pissed. It's about something dumb you've done. and I'm mad. Or at the house. So don't try to make me
All right,
look
take
like
it
I'm
easy.
that
You're starting
person.
to flail the hand out there. Let's settle down.
I'm just proving a point. You're not going to make me look like that person because I'm not.
That person.
I
Where'd you get that from?
can't stand you.
You're not going to make me look like that person with a big gulp in their hands.
You can't say it like that with a big gulp. That you would
Yeah,
need like a
exactly.
glass of champagne.
I know. You're pretending like you had a glass of champagne and it's a big
Oh
gulp.
my God. Are you serious?
Oh, boy. All right.
My big gulp. I love my big gulp.
I'm proud of you. It's a mini gulp now.
Yeah. All right. Okay. On that note, we are going to end this.
Any more hot
Thank you.
people you want to talk about or no?
What?
Got any more hot boys you want to talk about?
Is there somebody you want to mention?
No, not anymore.
I'm sure when you get with your buddies in LA, you have people you talk about.
What do you mean L.A.? Why would it be L.A.?
Because half of them are single.
That's a good point. I did like, I'll tell you this and then we'll go real fast. I did like when they would give me their phone and I could swipe for them because I never did that. And I liked that.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. Judging people in 1 second.
And do you want to share I know somebody you were like, she made you stop in your tracks.
Oh.
You want to share that?
No, we already did.
You did?
Danny Amendola and what's her name?
No. The Victoria's Secret model. You saw her at the Halloween store.
Oh.
And you were just like,
Oh, I
stopped
thought
in
you
your
were talking about
tracks.
Damien Amendola and what's her name?
no, Olivia Culpo's like the most beautiful person I've ever
That was the
seen.
best two good-looking people at once I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah, she was so pretty, and so was he. Because I was kind of
was hot,
tongue-tied because he was on the Patriots at the time. If you don't know, Danny Amendola was a receiver for the New England Patriots. He played for a bunch of NFL teams. But he was dating Olivia Culpo, and we were at this beach place. Did we tell the story already? Anyways, they were together, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy like could call Tom Brady right now if he wants to. You know, like he's on the Patriots.
I
He just won a
wasn't even
Super
thinking
Bowl.
of that.
And then Olivia Culpo's right there. I'm like, this girl's Miss Universe, and this guy's like friends with Tom Brady. And I was like, hi.
I
I didn't even
was
talk.
No, I could. I was in these. Everybody was making fun of my pants. I was in these stretchy pants, a sweatshirt, and I was 6 or 7 months pregnant with Lawson. Remember? And everybody was laughing at me because they were like, "Oh, Jordan, you gave up on life." And I was like, "Oh, all y'all shut up! I'm pregnant." And I was flopped sitting in my chair, and I just kept staring at her because when I saw her, her face is a filter. Like the way her just jaw, her skin was flawless, her eyebrows, everything. I was like, you're like so pretty.
Yeah, I couldn't like talk. I was like, my name's Jeff.
And same with him. I'm like,
You didn't get that joke either, dude.
What?
You ever saw 22 Jump Street?
I don't know.
All right, whatever. You don't get any of my jokes. I'm going to go call a neighbor and have some beers.
Do you want to share your Victoria's Secret, Angel, or no?
Oh, that wasn't that. But,
You came home
I
and
was
you
excited.
were so excited.
I was with Alex.
Yeah.
And he didn't care. We're at this Halloween store. And we're going.
Care. That's so Alex.
Yeah, we were at this Halloween store. And what's her name?
Alessandra.
Oh, Ambrosio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Because I looked over. I was, we were shopping and being goofy and trying different things. And I looked over. I was like, oh my God, that girl's like stunning. And I looked again. I'm like, oh my God, that's Alessandra Ambrosio, whatever her name is. And I was like, she was like just wearing sweatpants, like nothing,
know.
and just like stunning.
okay.
And it's like, that's why people are models. And that's why they put clothes on to sell clothes. It's like, we're in this crazy universe where like everybody's beautiful. No, they're not. Not when there's people like that out there.
There's this one model I follow. She's like, I don't even know her name. She's in all these magazines and stuff. She will wear just like a tank top and jeans, and she's got like the most natural, beautiful lips, and just she's just so pretty. She looks like just that person that has no makeup and just in a tank top and jeans. And I'm like, damn, you don't even have to try.
It's all about genetics and genes in the end.
And she and her husband, they're like a beautiful couple, but she's like a beach girl. But she's probably in everything that you look at on the internet. She's on it.
Yeah.
But
All right. I hear like a parade going on.
I know,
upstairs,
it's like a
so
ton of kids
The kids
running.
just running in our house.
Okay.
It's a good place to end.
The end.
On that note, thank you all for continuing to listen, download, subscribe, keep tagging your friends, keep messaging me. This week I've been kind of on social media, off social media, because it stresses me out. It gives me anxiety. I need a break. That's when I know I get burned out with it. So thank you all. Like I said, continue to download all that good stuff. And thank you everyone who sent me kind words about the weight loss stuff. And I will continue to update y'all on that, and have a wonderful week.
And thank you to everyone who gets my jokes, even though Jordan doesn't.
I just ignore you.
Bye.
Bye.